say they want something and I remeasure it after it's mounted, it's exactly to where it needs to be too. I've had stuff that's close to the within the half inch. So if somebody wanted something 43.5 inches off of the ground, when I take my measuring tape, thank you. It will be 43.5 inches from the ground if you get the bottom. So with this, the person
So
wanted this
one second though,
centered on the
Nola, just
bench.
so they know, just so 1 second. So if every three, so if you count at the top, 1, 2, 3, that's one panel, 1, 2, 3, that's another panel, 1, 2, 3. So each panel was 3 across. That's how they work. Okay, go ahead. So they
Thank
know where to look where the break is.
Okay, thank you. And so what happened was she had did like one of these YouTube hacks with tape and stuff like that because it was keyholes on the back, and I did not end up using the tape. She told me where she wanted it. She said she wanted it centered. I mounted the centerpiece first, and then I what happened? No, I didn't mount it. What happened was I needed 6 screws to get this. I literally measured it out, leveled it, and didn't even have to do a test fit. I put all three of them down and they ended up being level. And as you can see, this is what I was telling her. I was like, I could mount it so it looks like one piece of mirror. So because of my detail orientedness, now I've gotten to the point where I can literally just measure something out, and it's exactly where it needs to be without me having trial and error, extra holes, or anything. So part of the reason why I can work with her now is because I have an appreciation for detail orientedness. So when she tells me to do it, that's really what I was procrastinating with because I'm like, do I want to have to do all this detailed stuff with her? But because of having my own work experience where now I have the ability to, you can't tell that's three separate mirrors. And that's great. So when people come to her house, they're not gonna know. They're gonna be like, where did you get this piece? She's like, it's not one piece, it's three. um, and I think it's better that I put them together because she wanted a gap, but I think it looks better as one. Um,
And so that's coming as soon as you come in the door. She wants you to sit down on that bench and take your shoes off. So that's it, or take her shoes off. So it's the entryway door bench situation. So as soon as you open the door, that's the first thing that you see on that wall.
And so that because I can now have the ability to do it now without concerning myself if I want to do it or not, and detail orientedness, that's what stopped me from procrastinating working with her because I have an appreciation for the things that used to irritate me with working with her. So now when we work together, it's fluid because we got the same thought process.
And if I may interject here for a moment, Nola.
Do
So
you want to
yesterday
keep
when
the
I was
mirror up or can I
no, you
switch
can
back?
switch back. Thank you for asking. If you don't know, ask is one of the 74 principles of real leadership too. So yesterday when I said level 4 is over here, this is why you have to start going every day. Jared, you said you printed the 74 principles of real leadership out. That is why you need to know what they are. And that is why you need to start having conversations about them. Because Regina said you can't tell that that's 3 separate mirrors. And that's how it's designed. So be the best, set and maintain high standards, inspect what you expect, are all the reasons why Nola didn't have to do a test fit. Everything was leveled. She had the right hardware so that it would be flush to the wall. It's so that you have your own personal standard of excellence and you begin to do these things that you never thought was possible. That's why it's so much harder here on YouTube because this is where the doctrine is taught. This is where you start using the 74 principles of real leadership so that you can master them in Mighty Networks. I got them with me at work right now. And so I mentioned this yesterday and I said, everyday people are not used to having a standard of excellence. It's okay if you don't finish. It's okay if it's a C. C's get degrees. And the reason why that is because dysregulated leaders get to stay stuck too. So everybody is stuck, but we're not doing that. You have 86 billion neurons, and when you start to use them, and Nola, with her 86 billion neurons and her 3 mental illnesses, now has the ability 5 years later, 2,600 appointments, that's thousands of pieces of furniture, thousands of screws, and everything else, can do these things at this very, very extreme high level because of the 74 principles of real leadership. That is why this works. That is why. So that's why over here, the standard is excellence because there is greatness inside of you. But if you do not have an anal retentive person saying, go back and measure that again, tap that one more time, go on Khan Academy and get that done,